Hello everybody, today I'll be reviewing Hunt for the Wilderpeople. Hunt for the Wilderpeople is directed by Taika Waititi, who later directed Thor Ragnarok and previously directed films such as What We Do in the Shadows and Boy. And this film is an adaptation of a novel called Wild Pork and Watercress. And before we start the review, I just want to tell you my overall opinions of this movie. I personally really love this movie. I think it's Taika Waititi's best film. I feel a special kind of magic when I watch this film that I don't really feel with like a lot of films. This movie, I definitely feel some kind of magic. And it's almost like I can feel passion coming from all the actors and the director, of course. And like, it makes for like a really interesting passion kind of project. In my opinion, some of the magic of this movie comes from the whole New Zealand feeling of the movie, which you have in most Taika Waititi films, except for maybe Thor Ragnarok. But the New Zealand feeling in this film is absolutely beautiful. So I've only been to New Zealand once in my life for like a week, so obviously I don't know much about New Zealand, but really when I watch this movie, I feel like I'm actually in New Zealand and I'm in the wonderful forests of New Zealand, and that's just amazing. The musical score and soundtrack of this film is also really good. It just adds to the New Zealand feeling, and I think it's partly why I felt transported into New Zealand. It feels very authentic to the setting, and it feels like, you know, it feels very natural to the scenes and adds to the comedy a little bit as well, but overall the music just adds to the overall magic of the film. The film also has an awesome cast. You have Sam Neill from, of course, Jurassic Park, the original movie, and he does an excellent job. It's one of his best performances, actually. And you also have the kid from Deadpool 2, Julian Dennison, who also does a really good job in this film. I think the role in this film that he plays is a really good fit for the actor. And even though our main character, played by Julian Dennison, comes off as a bad egg or a jerk in the start of the movie, it just, you feel like the guy is actually good, and you feel like there is some heart to this person and there's some reason he's doing what he's doing, and you just feel like he's not actually a bad guy, which you really needed for this role, because this kid could have been really annoying, and I'm glad that didn't happen. And like all other Taika Waititi films, this movie has some great humor. The comedy just feels very natural and funny. It feels very authentic to the scenes and characters and the plot that's going on. It doesn't feel forced at all. Not even one joke in this movie felt forced, to be honest. And I just genuinely love Taika Waititi's style of humor. He does a really great job with humor in his films. It always just, his humor is special, and I don't really see that kind of humor in anything else, and it's kind of hard to describe. It's more like a cynical and darker style of humor that I really enjoy. And I'm really surprised that Taika Waititi is actually one of the only directors who uses this type of humor in his films. But even though this movie is extremely funny, it still manages to have some emotion and drama, so the comedy does not detract from the emotion or drama at all in this movie. And this is actually because the comedy does feel natural, and I think that's really important for a comedic film. One issue that I had with this film is this movie is about like 7 minutes too long. There are points in the movie that it kind of slows down. Nothing much really happens for like a minute or so. So overall, I think 7 minutes could be cut from this film to make a more exciting, faster paced fun time. But that's honestly just a little problem that I had. It's not such a big deal, to be honest. So overall, guys, I think this is definitely a movie that you guys should check out. It's a great comedy, a great emotional piece, and it's just really charming, and it's like magical. You really have to experience it to be able to explain it. That's why I really didn't bother to try to explain the movie that much. All I can say, it just feels very magical. The comedy is really good and very natural, and the emotion really is doesn't feel forced at all, and it really works even though it is a very comedic film. And I'm sure you guys will really like this movie. I definitely recommend checking it out. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5 stars. Yes, that is a 4 out of 5 stars. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate you guys watching my videos.